Hi everyone, so I'm back at the coast tonight at a place called Polseth on the north coast of Cornwall. I'm actually heading to a headland called the Rumps, which I've been to a few times before in the past. It's a nice northerly looking location, and there's a real good forecast for Northern Lights tonight, so I thought I would head down here to try my luck. My expectations is to try to get maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5 really nice and different compositions. Maybe do some star trails, do some time lapses, and yeah, do plenty of filming as well. Really looking forward to seeing what the night holds. Okay everybody, so I'm at my first composition. You can just kind of see the rumps behind me. It's just starting to get a bit darker now, so I'm going to begin taking my first compositions just to see if there's any northern lights out at the moment. The moon's still up, there's a little bit of high cloud, but nothing too much, and yeah, super excited to see if there's anything to capture. Hi all, so super exciting. I don't know how much you can see behind me, but the northern lights are now showing on camera. So it's still getting darker as time's going on, but yeah, starting to take a few images, and yeah, super exciting. Yeah, so this is absolutely incredible. There's like a huge arc going right from the east all the way to the west. Quite, yeah, really visible to the eye as kind of like a white misty band. The moon setting over the water, yeah, just so beautiful here. Really kind of magical. Wow, I'm really speechless at the moment. I don't know what to say. It's just I've been on so many kind of trips to try to photograph them and see them, and I've had glimpses, but be able to see this display, you know, it's just words don't really describe it. I was going to do all this kind of talking to the camera about what I'm doing, but I just can't. It's just to see this in Cornwall over this kind of particular landmark, just absolutely beautiful. You know, I've got a time lapse going at the moment. Obviously I'm doing a bit of filming here. I'm taking shots with my main camera. I'll probably walk around and do a few different compositions, but for the moment I'm just want to stay here until it gets dark, like pure dark. And yeah, just so much emotional kind of just seeing it. So beautiful. So I started taking a few different compositions from this location, and it was amazing to watch the darkness settle in and the aurora kind of come out and be more defined. This is my first composition I decided to take, looking at the leading line of the coastal path and the rumps in the background. I also decided to jump in the frame just to add a bit of scale and that human element to the image. And it's really hard to kind of believe my eyes here. The aurora just looked amazing, sweeping northeast to northwest. And yeah, the excitement was definitely building. I was trying my best to kind of hold my focus together and to make sure that I took plenty of photos, as well as leaving enough time to sit back and actually enjoy the show as well. I had 3 cameras running at the time, one doing a time lapse, my main camera, and also my Sony 7R, which I was kind of using for a bit of night filming. But yeah, it was just one of the most beautiful nighttime scenes that I've ever experienced. And of course, at this part of the night, I didn't really know how long it was going to last for, so I was rushing around trying to make the most of the conditions in case they faded away. So this is my second composition of the night, and I moved a bit further back and slightly higher elevation to my previous image. And you had a nice bend in the coastal path here, and the display was kind of arcing beautifully over the headland with a nice range of colours in the Northern Lights captured by the camera from green right into blue. Okay, so I've done 2 compositions so far, one a bit further down the coastal path here, and then I've come up to the top with a bit of elevation, and yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. I can actually see some Northern Lights like looking to the south, massive arcs right over the ocean, pillars all really clear to the eye. Yeah, unbelievable. So with this composition I've been using the leading line of the coastal path as like an element. I've been trying my best to actually kind of focus on the foreground. It's so easy just to photograph at the sky, but yeah, I am really trying to get some foreground compositions, a few compositions with me standing in the scape. I am debating possibly moving to a new location shortly. I might walk down to the headland and see what's happening there, but yeah, just really amazing. So while walking the coastal path to the end of the headland, I stumbled across this scene, and I decided to stop just for a few minutes to capture this composition of the moon setting. So I'm at my kind of third location, I suppose. I've just walked down to the headland itself, and it's so difficult to actually do any photography because the Northern Lights are looking so amazing that I just want to constantly photograph, but it's quite interesting. I'm finding that they're so bright, they actually are illuminating the landscape. My exposures are really quite short, so I'm only photographing a few seconds at ISO 6400 at f2.8, and yeah, it's kind of the sky is looking great with those settings. So I found a nice intimate kind of seascape here, so I'm just focusing on that at the moment. But yeah, the night is progressing beautifully. So for this composition, I once again jumped into the frame just to add a bit of scale and the human element. And I really liked exploring compositionally this kind of location. Lots of little islands and interesting rocks. And the Northern Lights had actually dropped back a little bit at this stage of the night, which I think worked really well for this viewpoint. I then tried to make a second composition from this little location featuring some of the coastal flowers. It was really quite difficult to find a bunch of flowers that allowed me to get really close to. But I quite like how this composition works. I then moved a bit further along the headland to make this island a bit more of a feature for my next composition. And what I really enjoyed about this composition was there was lots of coastal flowers that I could get quite close to as a foreground element. And there was a nice rocky pinnacle that also helped lead the eye to where the island was. And by a stroke of luck, there was also a meteor that streaked the horizon when I took the sky frame, which was something that I was really pleased to capture. Okay, so I think I found my final composition, and it looks like it's starting to get brighter on the horizon now, but it's still going. The Aurora is still kind of in the sky, even, and it's just I don't even know what to say. I'm pretty tired, you know. It felt like a bit of a scramble to get the compositions, but oh yeah, I think it's kind of starting to come alive again, so I'm going to get some more photos. So this was a real treat to end the night as my final composition. This picture obviously features the coastal path leading out to the headland, and the horizon to my eye seemed to be getting slightly brighter now with dawn approaching, but the pillars of Northern Lights looked really fantastic. With a busy weekend planned, and now at this point feeling very tired, I decided to make my way to the coastal path and head back to the car. Right, I'm back to the car now, and just a bit of time to reflect on a really epic night. I did manage to do 5 locations, as you would have seen, and I'm pretty confident that, you know, some of the pictures would have come out quite nice. But just really surreal conditions, you know. I've just never experienced anything like it, really, and you know, I don't know when I will experience something like that again. So it did feel like quite special to, you know, photograph the Cornish coast under those kind of conditions. And you know, it seems like everybody in the country pretty much who had clear skies was treated to a brilliant show. So yeah, I can't wait to see all the videos and photos from everybody else. But yeah, thanks for watching tonight, and yeah, speak again soon.